you doing, Coach?
Good. Oh, Ed, good to see you.
From watching the film, what stands out the most about the defense you're going to face Saturday?
Athletic, back end, very athletic, fast, big in the front. The linebackers, I mean, for the front seven, they're good-sized, physical guys. You know, well coached. You know, play hard, like every defense would play.
They're taking some hits at linebacker. Does it seem like they're trying to figure things out a little bit there?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I just know what I see on film. And so, you know, they're doing a really good job. I'm sure they've had their nicks and bruises like we've had ours. I got my young guys I'm trying to worry about.
What do you see on film from Stuart Cravens?
Really good player. I mean, that whole back end is, you know, Biggie, him, Dory, Hawk, all those guys. I mean, it's going to be a great challenge for our receivers. I feel good. It's going to be fun to watch those guys all play against each other. I'm sure they all know each other. A lot of them probably grew up together, but played each other for a long time. Played against each other or with each other for a long time. So it'll be a lot of fun to watch.
So sometimes you just want to step aside, like just take a series off so you can watch?
Oh, yeah. Especially when we're not making any yards. I always want to take a series off. All right, you call the damn things.
Paul Perkins is another kind of 1,000-yard season. Where do you think he's kind of made the biggest strides since last year?
I don't know. He had 1,500 last year, so you know, it's been a little bit different year for him this year because of the running game. Obviously, he was a little bit more, in my opinion, he was a little bit more of a marked man this year than he was going into last year. And plus, in our run game, you know, obviously last few years we've had that Red Hundley threat as a runner, which you know, which they had to respect him, which kind of made things a little bit easier for Paul. I think, you know, for him to have over 1,000 this year, with a little bit changed style of offense running this year as opposed to the last couple of years, it says a lot about Paul because now they're geared to stop him a little bit more. They're keeping a little bit more in the box, so it's a little bit tougher yards for him this year.
What kind of adjustments you have to make given the injuries you have on the offensive line?
We really don't make adjustments on who's in. It's kind of, you know, as you've heard us all say many times, it's the kind of next man up mentality, right? You know, to be honest with you, during the game, I don't really know who's in there playing offensive line. You know, they're unknown guys, right? And Clem rolls them in there, and the guy has to switch from tackle to guard, and all of a sudden some guy, you know, I have to look at the program and see what his name is, runs in there and guard. But no, seriously, I think they've done a great job with what they've. You know, he's got. I mean, you got a running back that's a 1,000-yard gainer. You got a quarterback that's a 3,000-yard gainer. You got a receiver that's a 1,000-yard. Well, none of that happens without that front five guys, as everybody knows. You know, and they've really adjusted well to moving guys around and having to overcome some injuries.
How does this rivalry compare to other rivalries you've been a part of?
Right up there. Every rivalry I've been in has been huge. You know, Auburn, Alabama, here, NC State, North Carolina. You know, Raton, New Mexico, Springer, New Mexico. That was a big rivalry for me in high school. All right, but it's just a rivalry game. It's fun to play in, or fun to coach in.
We first saw Jordan Payton as a freshman. Do you think he'd leave here as the all-time?
Not in a million years. No, he's really gone. He's always had, you know, with him, obviously he's got the physical tools, but what you knew from day one with him was his toughness to be good at his craft. You know, I mean, he works at his craft. So that was one thing you saw even as a freshman. And, you know, and plus on top of that, he's really a smart player.
How has your opinion changed of Josh Rosen's composure going into the USC game now compared to like at the beginning of the season? Would you have foreseen that you'd have so much confidence in his ability to handle situations?
Probably not. You know, it's hard for me to remember back that far. All I know is that Virginia game, first game, I was nervous as hell. That's what I do know because I didn't know what he had. But you know, every week he is showing, you know, and he's growing every week and showing the ability that's not. The one thing you know about Josh is the game is not too big for him. And I don't care, you know, if we're going on the road playing a top 10 team or top 15 team or we're playing at home. like they all do. Does he go through some little bit of learning curves every now and then, and his ups and downs? Yeah, but everybody does that. But one thing is, he's always comes in well prepared. It's not, the atmosphere and who we're playing or none of that stuff doesn't really seem to me to bother him at all. He's got a really good grasp of, I think he's really in the last few weeks is really starting to grasp the offense. And he's actually, has a lot of, which I like, is that he has a lot of rebuttal and a lot of feedback on what we are doing offensively and adjustments we can make.
Are you a little surprised how good of a gamer he is compared to where he was, like, let's say in San Bernardino, where he struggled a little bit? It just seems like you said, the game has been pretty easy for him.
Yeah, he's just one of those guys who just comes easy. Am I surprised? Yeah, for a true freshman, he's had, I'd say, pretty solid year.
Thanks,
All right, guys.